How much further has the dollar got to go, Mark?
I think only a little bit further. I'm actually looking for the election to potentially mark around the peak of the dollar rally. I do not have massively high conviction in that view, but my theory is that we've been pricing in the dollar, the election being US dollar positive for a long period of time. And by the time we get there, it might be almost fully priced in the days after it. The reason I'm slightly worried about the conviction there is, as you know, Guy, I've been in the camp for a long period of time that rates still have much more to rise, that the number of rate cuts priced into the curve are completely bonkers, that the US economy does not look anywhere close to recession, and therefore, the Fed should not be cutting rates aggressively. There's no sign yet that policy is overly restrictive for the economy just yet. So I do think there's still more upside in yields, and I think that we're probably going to get a lot more upside in long-end yields over the coming months post-election, whoever wins, but even more so in a Trump win, which I think then makes it more complicated about shorting the dollar. So I think the dollar rally is in its final legs. It may be too soon to suddenly turn bearish it.
Mark, we heard from Paul Tudor-Jones, hedge fund name, of course, and he's talking about gold and Bitcoin being popular. He says all roads are leading to inflation. I wonder your expectations around those assets.
Yeah, my only worry is, particularly around gold, is it's so consensus. It seems such clear. Like, for the last 8 months, it's been clear that, for all reasons, that ultimately gold has upside. But it worries me when it's just such a one-sided trade. Things are never that one-sided. So I'm worried about what risk we're underpricing out there for the gold rally. And maybe it's the fact that yields really do jump after the election. Maybe that's the risk we have. Maybe there is a much bigger dollar rally that I'm missing. But the only thing that kind of deters me about the gold trade is the fact that it seems so obvious and it's so consensus. This is not a surprise to be gold bullish. Everyone's gold bullish. Everyone's gold bullish for the exact same reasons. That's the worry there. I think Bitcoin is even more vulnerable to a little bit of a price correction post-election. Remember, everyone's getting increasingly bullish that the election will be crypto positive. They'll be fully priced in soon after the election. It needs another marginal buyer. There's constantly marginal supply. Who will be that marginal buyer straight after the election? I'm not sure.
What happens to Bitcoin or gold in a Harris presidency?
I think that, look, the sounds we've heard from the Harris camp over the last month or two is being okay supportive towards crypto. I think we probably have some profit taking. Bitcoin and crypto suffers in the short term, but I don't think that the Harris presidency is going to suddenly decide the fate of crypto. I think that will depend on your longer term view around crypto. I think that maybe gold also suffers a little bit, but being a little bit lower beta to that kind of outcome. So I guess they're similar trades. It is just that Bitcoin is a much higher beta outcome to the election.